Madam, she says I should read it directly to you. He says, my name is Araba from Jubilee House. She knows me very well. She even promised to get it paid 2 weeks ago. And her secretary will be disrespecting me when I go there. Please show this to her. I have been fighting for my payment since Cynthia Morrison's era. They now told me to go and report to Chief of Staff if I like. Ask about my issue, please.
Paul, I like that question you asked her, whether she has a good relationship with her minister. Mrs. Quashigah is not being truthful. All the things she's saying there, you see the way she's fumbling. If I get her on this platform, if I can come and talk, the kind of things I'll expose them. Paul, I beg. I need.
Okay, that's. I like the way you take all these things coolly and quietly.
That lady
Araba
has 7 schools that she was selling to her colleague caterers.
She has some schools she was selling to.
She was selling. During the time the previous school feeding national coordinator, Dr. Adom-Otchere, was there, she has 7 schools.
7 schools?
Yeah, so she was selling the schools. And so when she sells the school to you, she'll go back and exchange the e-switch cards.
I don't understand.
You see,
she has a contract for the 7 schools?
No, she went and got an allocation of 7 schools.
To cook for 7 schools?
The 7 schools, she was selling it 10,000, 10,000.
To other caterers?
Yes.
10,000 per
Ghana cedis.
Per year?
Well, I don't know, per the school. Then
just selling the contract?
Yeah,
okay.
So after selling it, the women will buy it and they will go and look for money to cook. Then in return, she goes to change the e-switch back into her name.
So she will be paid?
Yes. So the money goes into her account. And the women will come to the secretariat and then they will be crying. There was a time I even have to bill the woman with some money. And so when the information came to us, we did an investigation. We found out that that was what she was doing. She even sold it to her colleagues in the Flagstaff House. So they came there to fight the chief accountant. So the case became a police case. So we have to actually hold on to that account and several accounts to use, the system that we have there to pay the women. So after paying the women, we asked them, since they bought the schools from her, it became their personal property, then they should take it. You see, so she got offended. Because she and the director of, operations, was actually struggling for that. Because in school feeding, we have case management who handles problems, issues under operations. So she actually was not in good terms, but we have promised her that we'll rectify the situation and then we'll do what? We'll pay her. But
so you'll pay her
but
anyway?
But it is wrong for you to have 7 schools. Is that not it?
I don't know. You tell me. What's the criteria?
Because you should have 1. Some are 600, some are 750. She doesn't have the financial backing.
The population of one school could be 600. So if you have 7 schools of 600, 6,000.
Yeah, so
that's a whole lot.
So you will see that she's rather not truthful.
Maybe.
You see, so the women, some of them are so cantankerous to a point that you cannot even display. If you are not firm, they want to ride over you. Because recently we have arrested them with some schools and we pounded the schools. And what we did was we stopped the people from cooking. 2 weeks to,
exams?
To vacation. We realized that some women went to grab some schools and they were cooking. And so what did we do? We asked the police to go and stop them. We wanted to know who allocated the schools to them. Even that DC was even sacked by president, you see. And you will see that there's so much of undiscipline which we have to put our foot down to correct, so that the school feeding can breathe well. These are some of the problems that we are fixing, and they might not even like it, you see, but we have to fix it. Otherwise, when we have to go on and upskill, government wants to upskill to cover up the country, or 100% coverage, it will be a problem. So for now, the payment system is going to be digitized.
Okay, so, you digitize it so that it's clear and you can verify.
Yes.
So what's the future of the school feeding program, madam?
It's very promising. Because when we digitize, at least we'll be solving about 80 to 90% of the problems. So that will bring the streamlining with efficiency and transparency. So we can also, vouch for that, and then we can even link them to some banks, because then the accuracy of the data can be realized. You see, so but now with the manual system of Excel, which we have, is what we are using for the payment. The payment system is so transparent, you can see, because everybody keeps auditing and validating before it goes to, gives also validate. And what do they fish out, or what do they look for? They look for mismatched numbers, mismatched names, and all those things are what have to be rectified before payment goes out to the women. You see, but the women themselves, I think, as the Bible has said, that for lack of knowledge, my people perish. They need education, excuse me. They need to open their eyes, because it's business they are doing. If they don't understand the system, they have to let some people help and guide them, that they can pay them. Because it's business that brings money that you have to use to support yourself, your bills and other things. But they are being lazy. You see, they are actually using their mouth to criticize, to talk, but not to learn. You have to learn, because we are learning. The system that we hold is so tight that it is not possible for Mrs. Quashigah to touch money or anything. Because, when they don't cook, we actually forfeit those days, and we make them as savings, which we put into the coffers of government. I think they are not happy about that. Because if you don't cook for children whose right it is to have one meal to eat a day, and it's like you are cheating those children and government. Do we allow you to have those monies?
No.
Yes, we have to save the money back to the chest of government.
But do you have enough systems to tell you at the end of the day where there was no cooking? How many schools are you dealing with?
That is the monitoring. Because
we
have
about
thousands of
schools.
10,838.
And you're able to tell at the close of day that in this school there was no food today?
Yeah, because we have the people on the field.
So Monday to Friday?
Yeah, because they do the work. The regional coordinator controls the region, and with the support of her zonal coordinators.
I see.
Yeah.
That's an interesting operation.
Yeah.
We wish you well, Mrs. Quashigah.
It's quite a heavy task. Well, you have to really concentrate and focus. To do that, you have to be on your feet 24/7 to open your eyes to see what actually is going on. You understand? But you cannot leave the job. You are always there. Sometimes you have to be on the field, because 60% of the job lies on the field. You have to go to the field to go and monitor.
So do you travel out of Accra often?
Of course, yes, because monitoring is one of the key areas. If you don't monitor, you cannot see the fault. If you monitor, you can see how even the process of cooking is going on. So we go to the field to go and see, we go to correct, we go to impact, we go to actually see what actually is going on. Do you give the children good food
anyway? Do you give them eggs? Do you give them protein?
You don't say that, because the government is paying 1 cedi minus tax.
But then the cost of the meal.
Yeah, but we are using protein, replaceable protein, that is a soya. And then this soya is mixed sometimes with eggs and even tuna fish.
Okay.
Just to be for
Do you give them jollof rice?
Of course, yeah, they take jollof rice.
I see. Do they like the food?
Of course, because in various districts they have ecological zones where they have the ecological menus built on what is produced there.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's
for now, what is happening, we have the farmer-based organization who are actually very responsible now to actually help us boost agriculture, farming, because 70% of the farm produce has to be used to feed the children, to give jobs to the farmers.
Yeah.
And also WFP is also helping for now. Tomorrow we are going to build guidelines for the homegrown school feeding. Is going to start from tomorrow. It's a 2-day program. This time they brought it to Ghana, because some of the things that we are doing is quite is something that they have appreciated a lot, and they want to actually inculcate that into the program. And so what is happening is that they are opening that scope to build that guidelines, which we are going to use to promote the homegrown school feeding. So WFP will be giving money to farmers to farm, and then they will use the proceeds to sell to the caterers at an affordable price, and then they can pay back. So it will be a revolving fund that they're going to use to support the program, because they are one of our big-time donor partners. And the UNICEF is also helping us to... So
the Ghana program is recognized globally, isn't it?
Yes,
the Ghana
it
School
is.
Feeding Program.
Yeah, because of the SDG goals.
It's part of the SDG goals, for a meal a day for a child under the age of, what, 12?
No, well,
14?
No, up to primary 6.
Up to primary 6, so 12,
yes.
I see.
So for that one, UNICEF is also helping us with, how do you call it, to review the operation manuals, which will become a guideline for all the districts across the country to use, you see, to actually understand how the feeding program has to be run. You know, even how to apply for job from the school feeding program. The rules and regulations, there are so many things that we are reviewing to suit the ongoing program, you know, and also to bring sanity into the program, to bring, you know, possible, you know, attraction also.